And here to talk about those sensory hours is Dave Whalen. Dave, thank you so much for being with us on EM Buffalo.
Thanks for coming out.
This is really important for folks to know that it's available. Sensory hours today from 10 to 2. Talk about what that means.
Yep, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. The intent is to bring the sound down, have an environment that is welcoming for all. Some individuals may have a hard time with the bells and whistles of the fair. It can be really loud here, it can be overstimulating. Our intent is to pull away some of that stimuli so that people can attend maybe for the first time. Have an environment here that's comfortable, and you don't have to have all of that overstim coming your way.
So one of the things that we, as fair goers, sometimes experience is it can be loud, right? We know that it can be loud, but we don't always recognize that it can be painful for some people. Can you speak to that a little bit?
Sure, yeah, and only painful's a good word to use there. For you and I, we might walk away and say, geez, that's a little too much. I gotta get out of here. That's too loud. Turn the music down in here in that environment. For some individuals, they might not be able to communicate that. Their communication of that, we say behaviors communication, might be what we call a negative or maladaptive or challenging behavior. And we don't want to put people in that position. But we do want people to come here and enjoy the fair. So we anticipate we'll have some first-time fairgoers that can come to the grounds in an environment that is not going to be overstimulating. So we're just looking to have a little bit more peaceful scenario here.
You know what I love is that you guys did some research before you didn't just throw this together. Can you speak to the training that is behind this and the research that you did behind this?
Sure. Well, there's a lot that comes from the disability side of things at the fair. This is a bigger picture than just overstim or sensory. It's a term actually we call universal accessibility, where everyone can enjoy it. So we've done accessibility reviews of the fairgrounds so that everyone, wheelchair users, people with mobility disabilities, can enjoy. We have Braille programs every day for large print programs for people who are blind and low vision. From a sensory standpoint, we just took a look around to see what's happening out there. And some places do it. It's picking up. The Minnesota Twins just built a suite in their ballpark where you can go and sit in a suite, enjoy a ball game, and not get that sound. So we understand the communities that are out there that may have challenges with this environment. We've talked to them. I had discussions with Autism Services, who gave us some real good direction and came out last week. We have some autism professionals who are staffing our sensory room, so in case someone has a need that could be addressed by a professional. Across that spectrum, we've really addressed it all the way. Go ahead.
Listening is so important, correct? And so you've been hearing from folks. What has been the reaction so far to the sensory rooms leading up to the sensory hours?
Our response has been very positive, and we didn't know what was going to happen. Was it going to be 10 people in a day? Was it going to be no one? We had 95 people visited on Saturday. We had 80 visited on Sunday. And we don't have a criteria either.
Sure.
Because you or I might need to chill.
Right.
So it's not just that one disability group. Different individuals across the disability spectrum may have challenge. Some with a mental health disorder. Someone who has anxiety wants to come to the fair, but I got to get away from all that. So we look at this as what we say an eclectic approach across the disability spectrum.
That's wonderful. Dave Whalen, thank you so much for sharing your time this morning to explain another fantastic resource that you have here at the Erie County Fair. We are moving along and really making things available for folks who need them. So thank you so much for that.
Thanks for coming up.
And the hours, if you could, one more time.
11 a.m. to 2 p.m.
All right. Well, we have so much ahead of us. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
Stay with us because the babies will be back.
And so will this fangirl.
Yes, I will, because after this break, we are going to introduce you to the, in my book, #1 tram lady here at the Erie County Fair. Stay with us. And here is your fair favorite. So tell us about what your favorite part of the fair is.
The food. Do you have a favorite dessert here? That's the question.
No, I don't know. No desserts.
What about the cannoli?
Oh, the cannolis.
Yeah, sorry.
We should be interviewing you.
The cannolis are all take them home with me. Oh, yes.
I'm right there with you. Well, thank you so much for your fair favorite. We appreciate your time.